Well, welcome, everybody. I think we'll start with a little bit of breath. A calming breath, a tension relieving breath, all in one. A little bit of an energizing breath too. So this is a physiological sigh is what it's called. And the sigh, it turns out, is a natural movement that they've discovered is like one of those things like a dog stretch or even a human stretch or things that we do without ever being taught, but just in our DNA. And so it's nice to know that we have those things. There's a lot of those things. And what the sigh does is it relieves tension. So it's a natural thing when we're frustrated to sigh, or when we're relieved, we sigh. This is kind of a deliberate way to do it, but we take a breath in through the nose. And then an extra sip at the top. I like to do it like I'm going underwater a little bit, like just an extra little boost of oxygen, and then a long, really, really, really long breath out. It can be through the nose or the mouth on the breath out. And when we finally feel it's all gone, we take another smooth sip in, not too deep. Extra sip at the top, and let it go. And we'll do one more like that when you're ready. Inhale. Extra sip. If you're going faster or slower, that's okay. Exhale as long as you possibly can. The long exhale is a release for the nervous system. So we're telling us a message to the nervous system. We're telling it we're safe. And another one in. Extra breath at the top. And let it go. Good. You can do another one, or you can just return your breath to normal. Whichever feels best to you. And then after your last one, return the breath. Just let it go back on its own, automatic. This is that long breath out is something you can do no matter where you are. So even if you can't do that extra sip and stuff like that, if it would look weird, you can do it. You can still do an in breath and a long, long, long exhale. Literally sends a message to the nervous system that we're safe. If we were in danger, we wouldn't be able to do it. Your body would not allow you. You'd be in fight or flight, and you wouldn't be able to get out of it until you're out of danger. So we know if we can do it, then we're safe. We'll start with our palms upward today. And this is kind of like, sometimes you notice when you sit down, how do you sit? So this is more of an inward working, and this is more of a giving. And because we're in a community, it's kind of nice to just share that energy with each other. This is flower breath. We'll take a breath in by bringing the fingertips together and closing on to something as though you're holding on to something valuable. And our out breath is just a release of all the stuff that you don't want to, that you don't need for this 50 minutes. Inhale, nice and easy. Exhale, release. We're not erasing anything. We're not giving anything away. We're just putting it aside so that our 50 minutes here are valuable to us, are worth it, are worth an investment for the rest of the day. The inhale is a closure, as though we're keeping something that we value, and the exhale is a release of what no longer serves us. Follow your own breath as you do this. It can be as slow or as fast as your breath feels like going today. And then finalize that with one more breath in, one more breath out. We'll bring the hands to the outer edges of our chair, being careful of our neighbors or other chairs, and bring the arms all the way up with an inhale. Flip the palms when you get there and come all the way down. So you're opening up the shoulders a little bit, just what's comfortable for you. Inhale, lift. If any aches and pains, you want to really be generous with yourself. Give yourself a bend in the elbows. Don't go as far up. If you like, don't stay as parallel to your shoulders. You can bring it up forward if that feels better. We're just getting the breath moving. Inhale on the lift and exhale on the lower. It doesn't have to match with anybody else's. Good. We'll do one more lift all the way up. And this time we'll bring our right hand down to the chair and we'll come over a little bit to the right side. So if your block is behind you, just be careful that you don't drop it. If you do, it's no big deal. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, go just maybe an inch further. Think about this open left side of the body as if it's exposing itself to the sky. And then inhale as you lift, both arms come up. And exhale over to the other side, gentle reach over. You're free to hold on to the chair for balance or free to let it go, whatever feels best to you. Inhale again here, exhale, go a little further if you like. Let your head be soft, let your neck relax. Inhale, coming back up to center. We're gonna just do it one breath per movement. So we'll exhale over to the side. Inhale as you reach both arms, tall out of the hips. Exhale, other side. And inhale up to the sky. Good. Let's bring our hands into heart center with the elbows out. And we'll twist gently to the right, just as far as your body wants to go today. You can look over the right shoulder. Come on back to center, twist over to the left. Let your hips get involved if they like. Back to center again, over to the right. And through center and over to the left. Good. Come on back to center one more time. Let the arms relax. We're going to do a little bit for our neck and our nervous system. So this is that figure 8 on its side with the infinity symbol. We start straight. We're going to draw this with our nose. So it's not like this so much as it is just making the sign with your nose. You're going to come all the way around, look down, come back to center, look up to the corner, over to the other side. And then back to center, kind of like a knot in a bow. So once you get that movement in the figure 8 or figure 8-ish, you can also do an oval here. If your neck doesn't want to do that today, that's okay. But this should feel gentle on your neck. You're not jerking it around. It's really smooth. And this is a form of orienting. I think we did that last time. Orienting is just a matter of getting familiar with your surroundings. When you enter a room or any new place. So what you're actually doing as well is giving your vagus nerve a little massage, and that's part of your nervous system. And so we're also calming at the same time. So we're saying, oh yeah, here's Therese, here's Michelle, here's the floor, back to center. Just like, oh yeah, I know where I am. I'm safe. It's nice to be safe in yoga. Anywhere. And then we'll come back to center. Good, and let that go. We're gonna move our movement into our shoulders, just a nice gentle relaxation. As though you're a best friend, we're doing this to your shoulders, just taking them upon themselves to give you a beautiful shoulder roll. You don't have to make it big, small, whatever feels right to you, okay? We're just getting into the joints a little bit, and then we'll go the other way. Notice if you're holding on to any tension other places than the shoulders, because we really don't need it. So if it's in your neck and your head and your face, see if you can just let that relax. Drop the jaw a little bit. It's hard to isolate them from each other. Good. Let's bring our right arm out in front. We're going to bring our bottom arm underneath it. And you can do have it palm down or palm up, doesn't matter. We're just going to give it like a little hug. So you're going to take your upper arm and you're going to bring it in towards your other shoulder. That's it. Perfect. So what you're doing here is just pulling out of the shoulder blade just a little bit. Open up your back because, you know, we get tight in the back. Good. And then we'll bring it up to the sky. And we're going to bring the palm or the fingertips down towards the base of the neck. And now the elbow is up to the sky. You're going to take a very gentle grip on the elbow and pull it backwards just a quarter of an inch. And if you feel this in here in your tricep, then you're doing it correctly. If you feel it elsewhere in your body, see if you can let that relax. See if you can let that go. And if you need to drop your head for comfort, that's okay. Good, and then we'll bring it back down. We're going to do the other side. So left arm comes out, holds on with the right, pull it over. You might even hear a little pop as you pull it out a little bit. And this arm is really just being stretched. This one's not doing anything. This one is doing the work by pulling. Nice breath here. Just picture the shoulder blade maybe taking a little stretch, taking a breath. And then arm up to the sky, fingertips down towards the back of the neck. And very gently pulling back, just as far as your arm wants to go. So this is where a lot of people have range of motion issues. So we're going to take our own personal range of motion and work with that. So it may not look like everybody else, and that's okay. Again, if you want to drop your head a little bit, that can help sometimes give you a little more opening in that tricep. Good, and then we'll bring it back. We're going to add on a little opening now. So we'll bring our arms up to the sky for an inhale. And bring them open for an exhale. Just bring them back behind you so your backs of your hands could reach each other. Open the heart. Inhale back up to the sky. And exhale, open it back. In time this, no matter how small our group is, that will happen. Inhale, bring them together. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale, bring them out. Exhale, bring them back. Let the head drop if you like. Inhale, bring them forward again. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, open wide. And exhale, bring the palms, backs of the hands towards each other. I messed that up. Let's do it one more time. Inhale forward. This time when we come forward, let's round the back and really reach. So you're doing a real back fold here, tucking the chin, making a rounded back. And then on the inhale, we're going to just change it to the backwards, to the opposite. So arms come back, soften the elbows, bring them all the way back, lift up, heart lifts to the sky. Good, and then come on forward again, all the way back. And inhale, open it. This is like our cat-cows that we do on our hands and knees. If we're on a mat. One more time forward. One more time back. Good, let that go. Nice and easy. Good. Sit forward just a little bit. We're going to move in a circle with our body. A circle is another one of those movements that the body just kind of knows how to do without anyone teaching it. Rocking and circling can be soothing to some people. It's also a nice little, just kind of nice little warm up for our low back. If you have low back issues and something starts to make itself known here, just become aware of it and then just be careful with it for the rest. If you have nothing going on, you can go as wide as you like, and then we'll go the other way. And again, if you're going really slow, that's totally okay. It does not matter. There's no pace that's right for this. It's whatever feels good. So last week or last month, we had Jen here. And she's in India now doing her teacher training.
Wow.
She sent me beautiful pictures too.
Oh.
I'm so jealous. And we'll come up all the way to the sky. We're going to move that same movement into our hips. So lean back nice and easy. Lift your leg, one leg, it doesn't matter, I'm doing right. And just make some nice little circles here with your hip. And your thigh is going to get a little tired here, and that's okay. We're just going to breathe through it. And we're going to check and see where are we putting our energy. So it should be in the hip and the thigh, a little bit in the belly, making it move with the belly. And the rest of you, cool and calm as a cucumber. Go the other way. Picture how is that joint moving? How is that bone moving? Is it picture all that nice fluid building up, making it a smooth and graceful movement. Good, and then bring it on down. Other leg, nice and easy. So just working on a little bit of stamina here when you want to stop. That's why we're in class, you're not home. If I were home, I would have stopped already. I would have found stuff. Oh, look, something on my phone.
The program I do on YouTube is have a dish towel underneath.
Oh, that's good. That gives you a little bit of
So
a little
this
bit
is,
of
you know,
aid. Yeah,
advanced.
this is a little bit harder. Go the other way when you're ready. You can always take a break when you want to. But it's kind of nice to see. Maybe she'll stop soon. I hope she's not distracted. Like, that's what I say. Like, hey, eyes on me. And then bring it on down nice and easy. Bring the soles of your feet together. We're gonna bring the heels all the way out like you're pigeon toed. Then we're gonna turn them out like duck feet, and we're gonna go all the way out as far as you can, and then bring them all the way back in. You go fast or slow with this. This is really good for your calves and it's really good for your ankles. So what we're doing with our lower body, usually in our chair yoga, is getting some strength for balance. And today I think we'll do a little balancing standing because this is everybody's able, so that's even better. Back a little bit more.
I feel like a duck, I can't figure it out.
Right.
I know.
Harder than it looks, right? And now I really start to feel it, like, oh, where's my calves been all this time? Like, I thought they were working for me. No, guess not. Good, and then we'll bring them together, sit all the way forward so that you're comfortable. Hold on to the chair as much as you want. We're just gonna do a little side to side. So this, if you were seated, would be even more luscious, but we're just gonna, I mean, if you're on the floor, it's a little more luscious, but we're just gonna do it this way today. Good, and let's get ready for some warriors. We're gonna open up our legs a little bit. Let's start with our right knee bent and our left leg straight. And you will be forward on your chair for this because you want to have a little bit of range of motion, but you also want to feel really safe. So bring your arms out and let's drop the shoulders down. Good. And let's slide over the bent knee. Beautiful.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I have a bone spur in my brain.
Well, there you go.
There you go. And it's a good morning.
And it said, hello, remember me? And then we're going to slide back over the straight leg. So what we're working on here is isolating these muscles. So we're not really folding, we're sliding more. As if this were separate. Oh, it's so hard for me, from the rest of you. Sliding. So it's not like I can bend fine, but this slide is a little bit more effort. Now let's go over the bent leg. As far as you can. Good. And then drop that arm down. There you go, right arm, yeah, there you go. Left arm comes up to the sky, you can look at it if you want. You can turn the palm towards your face, you can go over your head if you like. Just opening that side body again, now let it lift you all the way up, including that arm on the knee. And come all the way down the straight leg. And bring the opposite arm up. There you go, that's it. Come on back to center, arms come out, slide again. Drop the arm, you can come to the inside if you prefer, open up the knee and bring that top arm up. Or you can rest it on the side. Back up with your next inhale, slide over the long leg. And open up, so tendency is to go forward like this, let's open all the way up, open the heart. Picture somebody pulling your hand back just a little bit. Back to center one more time for 3, so over, drop, open, up, drop, open. Nice. Come on back to center when you're ready. Let's switch it out. Left leg becomes the bent leg, right leg becomes the straight leg. Arms come out. We're just going to shift gently over left and right a couple of times so you get that feel of
Water bottle.
that was an incredible word. I thought, wow, who is that? Who is that powerful woman? Right? And then we'll come over to the bedside, reaching as far as you can. Drop it down for support first. Arm comes up. You can look at the palm. You can look at the back of your hand. Doesn't matter. Come on over, nice and easy. See if you can get the tension out of your face. Lift up tall to center. Both arms come out. Slide over to the long leg. Hand comes down, lifting up. All the way over as far as you can comfortably. Just getting a stretch in your side. Remember, not coming forward, but over to the side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, slide. Inhale, open up. Hand can be inside or on the thigh. Take a breath here. Another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, slide. And open. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Let the breath just flow.
Forgot to breathe.
Yes, I know. Little reminder, back to center. Your body will remind you, but it's better to do it without that. Come on up again. Big arm over. Last one, go as far as you like. Come on back to center, slide it down. Or go as small as you like. Small is good too. Good, and bring it back up to center. And both arms come down, good. Bring the legs still apart. And we'll do some seated sun salutations, and then I think we'll do a couple of, we'll do a little standing sun salutation. Anybody that doesn't feel comfortable standing, gets tired, has an injury, whatever, happy to do it seated, so this is what it'll look like. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, sweep the arms out and come to a gentle forward fold. Now, if you have eye issues like glaucoma or high blood pressure, you may not, you probably don't want to drop your head all the way. If you don't have those things and it feels great, great. But if you don't, but if you do, come like to a halfway like this. On the inhale, let's scoop out of the hips all the way up to the sky. Bring the arms back up and do a little back bend again. So arms are like a W or a cactus, opening the elbows towards the back of the room or towards behind you. Inhale back up to the sky and exhale forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, back bend. Once more in. Once more out. Lift up to center. Hold on to the left wrist with the right hand and come on over with your exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, other side. Good. Inhale, lift up. Forward fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, bring hands into heart center. We're going to tap gently on the sternum and kind of get into that reflex point where, sorry about that, where we're improving our immune system.
Nice.
So this is the spot you want to do that. Good. Now bring the hands down nice and easy. Let's come up to standing, optional, totally okay. If you don't want to, we're gonna do the same thing. So you can follow along on the seated or give it a try and then see how you feel, okay? We'll go through it a couple of times. So feel free to keep your chair handy for balance if you feel like you need that a little bit. Might not. And we'll inhale nice and tall to the sky. And the only difference is we're planting ourselves into the earth with our feet. On the exhale, actually, let's open them just a little bit, like hip width distance maybe, and a soft bend in the knees. And on our exhale, we're going to come forward just as far as you like. Again, with the head dropping, if this is not comfortable for you, you're just going to come to a little bit of a forward fold. There is no need to touch anything, toes, floor, anything, okay? This is totally up to you. And then we'll bring ourselves back up. Let's come up with a straight back, leading with the head all the way up to the sky, and then we'll sweep our arms back, just a little more of a dramatic back bend down now that we're standing. Okay, same thing. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale, sweep out, watch your neighbors all the way down or as far as you like. And then bring it on up. Lead with the head. Pull the belly in. Arms come back. Gentle back. I'll do it one more time. In. Forward. Lift that in, arms wide. And back. Open up. Nice. Now we'll bring the arms back up. Same thing as we did seated, but it's a little bit more. You're going to push your hips to the left and bring your arms to the right.
Whoops, I did the opposite.
That's okay. You got another side to make up for it.
Okay, good.
Inhale to the sky. Hold on. And other side. You have a 50-50 chance of getting it right here. Next time, up to the sky with your inhale again and exhale gently. Nice. If you want more in this, stay here and breathe. If you want more, you pull on that arm a little bit like Teresa's doing. So you take your bottom arm and you pull it over a little, just a little encouragement. If you want less, you make more of a bend in your arm. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, come on over. So right here is my in-between. Here is my pulling a little bit, opening the arm. And then here is my, not there today, okay? Wherever you are is fine. Inhale back up to the sky. And we'll bring the arms all the way down to the sides and bring the right foot forward. and the left foot back. Just a little balancing here, spread them out a little bit so you don't feel like they're unbalanced, feel nice and balanced, and turn your hips gently just a little bit over that front leg. So notice the difference between turning them to the side and turning them to the front. Just want to get a little bit into those hips, making them nice and friendly, happy hips, and go to one side to the other. Just a little gentle twist. And then we'll turn over the front one more time, keeping both heels down. We'll bend into that front knee. We'll just glide over into a straight back. If you like, this is pyramid here. If you want to stay right here, if you want to hold on to the legs and let your head drop, you can. But again, if that's uncomfortable for you, you do not have to. This is fine. You can even hold yourself up with a straight back here, and that feels nice on your leg. Let's bring it back up nice and tall. And we'll swap it out. Right leg comes back, left leg comes forward. Or if you do it the other way, that's okay. Turn your hips towards the front leg. So you're twisting a little bit, and then turn them away. This is a subtle movement. So if you don't feel like a whole lot's happening, that's okay. But if you notice your hips are rotating a little bit here. So when I come forward, my back hip is rotating in. When I come back, my back hip is rotating up. Let's come forward, put a little bend in that knee, take the pressure off. Make sure it's nice and wide for your balance, and you can come forward into a flat back. And then if you want to, you can let the head drop. Think about hinging from the hips rather than the waist. So that's why we bend our knee, to make it more of a back-friendly stretch. Good, and then come up when you're ready. All the way up. Good, and we'll step the feet together. Good work. Let's do a little balancing while we're here. Let's begin outside of the chair and using the chair for support. If you feel like you want to let it go after, we're not going to fall anywhere because we're on the ground, so you don't have far to go. But if you feel like you need, if you want to let go, you can try it. And if you're wobbly, it's totally okay, even if you do let go. So let's start with one leg down. I think this works either side you're on. So we're going to take one leg, lift it up, and we're going to turn it over the other. And then we'll lead with that. It's a figure eight again. So we're going to cross it over and turn it out to the side. So follow your knee in that figure eight on its side. And we're going to try and get it back and forth. Now, if you're standing and you're slumping down like me, dropping everything into the hip, it's going to be hard to balance. But if you lift up nice and tall, maybe, you do that. Not pretty, but it works.
Pretty.
Not so much. So when we balance, we look at one thing that's not moving. Anything, the floor is usually a little safer for me than the sky, but anything, any spot that's not moving, you can give it a try. You come wobble, you come out of it. No big deal. Good, then bring it down. We're going to do the other one. I think we can stay on the same side, or you can walk around the chair. So opposite one. We have enough room probably to do it with that. So start holding on for sure until you get that little pattern go. Cross over as much as you can, because remember, crossover is good for the brain. So every time we cross the body, a body part over the midline, we're connecting left and right sides of your brain to work better together, cooperate better. Then if you did it on the other side, you can try it without. See where it goes.
I have to use my arms.
Balance it. Yeah, you can use your arms like you're walking a little tightrope. Balance is different every moment of the day, so don't judge your balance on what you're doing right now. Good, and then bring it back. Nice and easy, and walk it out a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, kind of leaves. Okay, so, actually, before we do that, let's do one more thing. So this is hip circles. We would normally do these on the floor, but they work really well standing because we have no real pressure on that hip that we're moving. That's why I do it on my back. It's just moving nice and loose however it wants to, and then bring it the other way. Almost with momentum, just going in both directions. Good, we'll bring the other one out. And hold or don't hold, doesn't matter. And then go the other way. One more, I remembered, hang on. One more for balance. Good, and we'll start by standing on the left foot. I don't think it matters where you are. We're gonna lift the right foot up. Let me see if I can remember this. Yeah, right foot's just gonna come forward. And then right foot is gonna swing back. And you're gonna move your upper body just a little bit.
The hummingbird, oh, never mind, it's coming.
Oh, a little bit back and forth. Your upper body follows your heel. So you might lean back a little bit when it comes forward and lean forward a little bit when it comes back. And think of those muscles as you're like walking on the slippery ice or running on flagstone when it's raining. Think about these muscles and how they're working for you, keeping you safe and upright. And then bring it back down when you're ready. Pippa's got a beautiful little blow thing though with her arm. It's really cute. And now forward and back, you may not have noticed, but you do. Forward and back. So as much of the body gets involved as you want here. But be aware of that flexor in the front and then that glute in the back moving. And everything is working to keep you balanced and strong from your hips down. Good, and bring them back. Walk it out a little bit. Anything you feel like doing, listen to your body. Does it want to twist? Does it want to stay still? Does it want to stretch? Whatever. And then we'll come on back down to our comfortable seating. The mudra we're going to work with today is Lotus Mudra because it's so on my mind lately. I went to Nancy Lewis Park and we saw amazing water lilies there. Like patches of them, this big, wide, one set of purple, one set of pink, dark pink, one set of light pink, one set of yellow. And they were like, I don't know, looked like tropics or something, you know, Nancy Lewis Park, right off Melissa and El Paso. And there's a beautiful lake there and yeah, gorgeous. So the lotus mudra goes like this. We bring our hands, our palms together, base of our palms. We touch pinky and thumb together. And then the rest of the arms, the fingers just open up just like a flower. Yeah. And we can do a breath with this like we did with flower breath. This time we can inhale as we open, receiving good things, and exhale as we close, like nighttime, relax. Inhale, open, and exhale, release. One more time up. One more time down. Good, and let's bless you. Let's keep our hands open like this. We're going to bring our elbows together. You can feel this in your back, in your upper back. We're going to just lift it up a little bit, tight, tight, tight. And then we're going to bring it forward into our belly and a gentle forward fold. Once again, inhale like we're lifting something up, like we're filling our lotus with something good. Elbows up, keep them together, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come on down. Pour that water into the brook. One more time, up. Shoulders lift. Bring it down. And release. Good. Let's give ourselves a hug. Wrap one arm around the other. But come onto the back like you're holding the shoulders of someone you love and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze because you are. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And just let those chemicals come out. That same thing we get from a hug from someone else we're making right now. And then bring them out. Cross the other one over. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze again. Compression pose. Bringing them in as much as you can. And then when we release, it feels like a new kind of fresh blood and oxygen coming out of that. Come on back. Gentle stretch, however you like, just wiggle your body, think about what's going on, what are you looking for. We're going to get into the tiny fingers, bones, tendons with our little walks, our little like, I don't want arthritis walk. So, so fingertips, or if it's too late, it's I want to keep the flexibility and dexterity I have in my fingers walk. So we bring first and second finger forward and back. First and second. So I know who the piano players are usually when I have one woman who's amazing. It's just does them all. She has played. Okay, now we're gonna move to middle and ring finger. So if you think that was easy, it's gonna get a little harder now. And if you go really slow, it's okay. Just think about one finger in front of the other. And let the other fingers do whatever they want to. They usually like try to help some way.
Feels very spidery.
It's very spidery. And then there's a crab one too that's coming up. It's the spider. And then we'll do ring finger and pinky. This one's very hard for a lot of people because we don't have a lot of dexterity in that pinky sometimes. That's why it's more important to do it. So you lift it up, place it down, lift the other one up, place it down. And don't worry, whatever happens to your arms and other fingers, that's just gravy. That's just like they're doing their own thing. We don't care. You guys just have fun. Whatever gets you there. And if it's hard for you, that just means that you need to focus a little bit more and maybe go very slowly. Also, some people like to do one at a time because it helps their focus, or maybe one hand is a little bit more ambitious than the other. So it helps to keep it at its own pace. Oh, very nice. All the way down. I love it.
Just
That's
wanted
a
to
good
travel.
idea. That's a good idea. Now, pinky and thumb, it's my crab, I think, right? Pinky and thumb to kind of take in a little, grabbing a little thing in between. Grabbing a little leg here. This one's more like marching for me. It's like kind of determined. And then the last one is a little inchworm pinch. So first finger, then catch up with the thumb, then first finger catch up. And then the other way back, we're going to lead with the thumb and catch up, kind of like a pinch, like a pinch. And if this feels like nothing to you, that's great. Probably just means that your fingers are very flexible and maybe your arms are strong. That's fabulous. But if you feel a little bit in your arms, you know that you're working something. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm definitely adding that now. We're definitely doing the whole leg.
That's fun, right?
Yeah, definitely better. Okay.
Plus you get a little bit of abs.
And then, I know, right? Get a little stretch, then make some circles with your wrist. And if you can make circles with your legs at the same time. Go the other way. I think my kid one time said, my arm ankle hurts.
Oh,
I said, wow, that's very bright.
So
How'd you
cool.
know that connection, you know?
We can remember.
Or
all
like
those
my
things.
arm knee.
Yeah.
Good, and then let's come on back and just begin to just settle into your seat. If you like a little cushion underneath you, it makes it a little softer. I'm even gonna, I have some blankets. If anybody wants to sit on the floor, I swear we'll help you up if that's an issue. We will get you up, no problem. But if you feel like lying down or bending your knees and lying down, these out there, you don't have to use it. But boy, it's a treat if you can let your body just relax for a little
Are we
bit.
gonna do the relaxation?
We are going to do the relaxation. So this is our Shavasana. This would normally be on our mat. We'd be lying down, possibly with our back on the wall or anything else. Oh, I'm going to show you something else too. Another possibility. So what I would recommend, if you're going to use it, just put your body on there and let your legs come on the floor. Nothing's going to happen. Another thing that's really nice, and you may not want to do it here, but you may want to do it at home. Or you may want to do it here, I don't know. And also a little, you want to sit or whatever, just relax. Another really nice relaxation on your back is having your back on the floor and bringing your legs up onto a chair or anything up there that's about the right height for your knees. And when we do that, our lower back just softens down into the earth, and it's really nice on that low back. So yes, promise everybody will get up. If it's hard on your legs, if there's an edge on there, I can bring a blanket from there. Whenever I do this when I have a back. Yes, yes. It really helps. Me too. I learned it when I was pregnant because I had such a bad pinch. I learned it when I was moving. Really nice for your low back. So when we come into Shavasana, it's a great time to just release anything that's hanging around in your head still. Any judgment, any whatever, and especially that list of things to do.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This is when it starts to come up, usually when I'm not busy, making my body do something else. And that's when, I have to kind of just gently release it. Remember that we were giving ourselves 50 minutes to ourselves, and so that means those thoughts are not welcome just yet. They will be there, and I promise you something, they will probably be more focused after your relaxation and your movement. So they say if you are really busy, do 30 minutes of meditation or yoga. Unless you're super busy, and then do an hour.
Ah, I love that.
And it's kind of true. Sometimes it really needs to be enforced that sometimes when we devote time, when we take time to something, sometimes it gives us time somewhere else. Because we think a little more clearly or whatever it may be. So as you lie and relax and let your whole body rest and be supported by the earth below. Let any of the tensions or things that we can't do anything about, see if you can pretend that they're melting through your back and into the earth and planting themselves somewhere else to grow into something different. The monks, when they were here, they said the Buddha said, I don't know if that's that, but said if you're worried, there's no point in worrying, because if you're worrying and something can be done about the situation, then just do it, and you don't have to worry. And if you're worrying and nothing can be done about the situation, don't worry, because you can't do anything. Easier said than done, but do let those things just take a rest. Things we're thinking about that have not yet happened, that have happened already, that are happening now, but are out of our control. And to pay attention to your breath coming in through your nose, filling the back of your throat with cool air, expanding your lungs, your rib cage, and your belly, nourishing all parts of your body, and then the exhale softly, gently, easing the body back down and releasing out effortlessly through the nose again. Follow the pattern of the breath, especially if you tend to get distracted. Notice breathing in, what's expanding, what's the temperature, what's the pace, notice everything you can about the breath so that your mind doesn't go somewhere else. And then notice that little stillness at the top and that little stillness at the bottom of the exhale. Just follow the breath in and out through the whole body. Your mind starts to slip away, bring it back to the breath and breathing in, breathing. Now, so something that we can bring in with each inhale, as though we were actually breathing it in. So maybe a quality we'd like to experience, maybe contentment, maybe peace, maybe less aggravation, whatever might be on your mind right now, or in your heart. Maybe that breath can bring in what it is that we're looking for and deliver it as though we're delivering it door to door to every little cell in our body. So billions of little signals of peace coming to every cell, or contentment, or joy, or release of frustration, or whatever might be that's hanging around today. Irritation, annoyment, could be just very little things. Could we actually replace negativity in our body with our breath? By imagining it carrying more than just oxygen. You can let go of following the breath. Just give yourself a little scan from the soles of the feet all the way up through the legs into the body, into the arms and hands, into the head. And see if there's a place holding tension where you might be able to just breathe it out. Then notice a part of your body that feels warm and a part that feels cooler. Or warmer and cooler. And a part that feels tense and a part that feels very soft. A part that might feel uncomfortable and a part that feels very comfortable. Going a little deeper into your emotions, you find something that's a little bit annoying to you right now, and then something that you're really happy with. And know that all that can happen at the same time in the same body. It's never all one or the other, it's always moving, always changing, and it's perfect that way. Begin to deepen your breath just a little bit. Noticing it physically coming in and out of the body. Filling and emptying, rising and falling. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, very outer extremities of your body. And if your knees are bent, bring the soles of your feet onto the chair, and don't worry, it might push away a little bit. So just bring the soles of the feet onto the edge of the chair. Totally okay if it moves. And then rock your knees side to side. Good, and then bring your knees in as far as you like to your chest. Give them a hug if you like. And carefully then drop them over to the left or the right, and your whole body will come over onto your left or right side. We're going to come up really gently and safely, and no problems if somebody needs a little hand. Use your bottom arm as a little pillow. Seed pose, my favorite, like just curl up and plant your invisible seeds of whatever it is you want to see happen today, tomorrow, this month, next month. We'll place our top hand down onto the ground and push up, and our bottom hand down to the ground and push up. We're going to walk ourselves up to a comfortable seat. And once you're in your comfortable seat, cross-legged, straight, bent, whatever works for you, we'll bring our hands rubbing together nice and hot. Bring them back to the heart, one on top of the other. Feel that heat penetrate all the way through into your heart center, into your true self, beautiful light that lives in you. Bring our hands together, feel that beautiful light that lives in you, send it out to each one of us here. Look for it in everybody that you come in contact with, maybe today or this week. And most of all, light it within yourself. The light in me bows to and honors and celebrates the beautiful light in each one of you. Thank you so much for coming, making my Monday morning so pleasant.
You know, girl.
Thanks. Now, getting up, start on all fours. If you need help, if not, no big deal.
This is what I do at my grandbaby's house.
Yes.
They always laugh at me.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta
This
do.
is how
Now,
I
if you
do
want,
it.
if you need to, get a chair, put your arm on the chair. And if you're pressing down, it's not gonna go anywhere. If you're pushing it away, it might. And then we take one step up and the other step up. And everybody did fabulous. All those of you who threatened that you would not be able to get up.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I won't be here next week. I'll be in Washington State.
Oh, and
Oh,
I was
enjoy.
from there. And
Really?
Grace went there too.
Fort
And then
Townsend.
lost it. Fort Townsend.
Fort Townsend,
Yes.
I know I've
By,
seen it on the map.
the park, almost, on the way to,
Oh, on the way to Canada, right? Way up there.
You can see
No,
Canada from Fort Townsend.
oh, really? Then I'm.
Or the San Juan
So
Islands.
if you guys want to donate, we're splitting this with Unity for the
Okay.
use of their space. And there's a little basket up there. for you. And
Okay.
if not, there's no pressure. Because it's not like they're gonna charge me here. You know.
Thank you.
We're not
Great
going
way
to
to
start.
It really was
It's
lovely,
sunny.
very lovely.
It's a beautiful morning.
Very
Thank you,
lovely.
everybody.
It's lovely to meet
Teresa,
you.
means a lot to me.
Really,
That
really
means a lot
touched up.
coming from you. I really